Juppy, thanks for speaking to us. It's obviously not been the best week on the results front, but let's just begin with the start to the season. How pleased have you been with our start overall?
Overall, we're in a good position. We're just off to a game. Disappointing, obviously, on Saturday. We weren't good enough second half. Fair play to Woodsham, we know they came at us and we weren't good enough defensively. Tuesday, I think we put that wrong right. Barring a horrendous decision, the minimum we should come away with is a point against a team that's picked up a couple of good results in recent games, but that's out of our control, and all we can do is get our performance right. So, moving in the right direction. If we're in the same position in another 10 games, we'll be in a good position almost halfway through, but take stock of where we are. A few things we've got to improve on, other things we've got to keep doing, and we'll go from there. But it's certainly not the worst start in the world, and to be up there, top 3, top 4 at this point, we're happy with, but we know we've got more to come.
Yeah, absolutely. And as part of your job as first team coach, you obviously oversee the conditioning as well as coaching the first team squad. Moving into less match specific stuff, I know you also do all of the GPS data and that side of things. Just tell us a bit about how that technology is used day to day.
Really to kind of monitor the players' fatigue levels and work levels, so we can plan the sessions accordingly, and then obviously look at squad selection moving into the game. So really just to stay on top of things day to day with regards to player fatigue and conditioning levels from there.
And in terms of then sort of the structure of the week for training, and if you've got a couple of games in a week, how does the data sort of impact that side of things? Yeah,
it changes obviously when we have a double fixture like we've had this week. Today we've obviously had a little split sessions, had a little recovery session. Some lads have stayed inside that have done a lot. Robbo's done 25k in 2 games. Obviously Ring's back, did 11.5 on Tuesday. So we've just got to make sure we manage the lads through the games. It's such a hectic schedule. And we've got to make sure everyone's fresh and ready to go. So, we'll tweak it based on that data and how they feel, and obviously speak to Jules as well and see what we've got coming in, injury-wise and soft tissue-wise, and then go from there. So it kind of gives us a part of the whole picture.
Yeah, nice one. And then off the back of that, regarding the coaching side of things, how do you, Daryl and Gritty, sort of deliver and structure the sessions between you when you are out then on the pitches with whoever may be involved based on that data?
Yeah, so it'll vary day to day, really do. We'll do, Mondays tend to be recovery sessions for half, and then the other half will train. Tuesdays, obviously depending on what we've got, if we've got a game, it'll be completely different. Thursdays will be split session, again if we've got recovery session for the lads that have played, and then also a training session for the ones that don't. Otherwise, we're starting prep work for the weekend really. So it depends really what we've got coming up, and we'll adjust it from there. But between us, we've worked together for so long. We just kind of work off each other really. So we'll take different parts, we'll join in together in terms of what we do. But that's sort of planned kind of the days before, leading up to the session, and obviously in the morning as well.
Away from the training pitches then, what other kind of work are you putting the players through week to week, and does it depend a lot on their match fitness and who maybe? Yeah,
it does. Obviously we've got Angelo who's just come back, he's doing a little bit more specialist stuff, and obviously Fipsy who came back did extra stuff, so they've got their individual bits that they need to do with Jules, and the S&C interns that we've got, so they'll have their own individual bits, but in terms of what we can do during the season, it's tough. We're still now not post 48 a game, and then obviously we're pre 48 the next game, so it's just making sure that everyone is available for us to pick from. So whatever that individual player needs, based on obviously the data we get and how they feel from the game and what Jules tells us and what they tell us, it really is kind of individualised to what they need from there.
Yeah, got you. And I also know you do a lot of the video meetings and analysis along with our performance analyst Jack. Just tell us a bit about what you sort of go over in those meetings and what's involved.
Jack does a great job for us really in terms of clipping up everything. So we'll tend to do a video on the opposition during the weekend build up, look at their shape, style of play, players, threats, weaknesses, and as we get clearer, so we get a few clearer pictures for the players. Then we'll go on the training pitch and work on bits and pieces. And then as we get towards the end of the week, we'll be a little bit more specialised, so we'll show some potential threats for the defenders, for them to be aware of. For the attackers, we show some opportunities as well, some individual clips of some players that maybe we need to take care of, or opportunities for us to have a look at. But alongside that, Jack does all the individual clips as well, so we can go for individual bits and pieces of the players as well, just to give them another little bit really in terms of their learning and try and develop them so they get better, obviously, and the whole squad obviously benefits from it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we obviously now look ahead to this weekend's encounter with Boreham Wood now. How important would you say it is to really bounce back strongly after a tough couple of results, and what are your hopes and expectations for the game?
Yeah, I think it's a big game Saturday, let's be honest. Off the back of 2 losses, we haven't had that this season yet. Not deserved. So it's important that we bounce back in the right way. Performance Tuesday was excellent. It warranted a clean sheet. Minimum we should be coming away with a point, and then kind of our own downfall from Saturday. So it's important that we respond in the right way. We get our performance levels right. We attack the game how we have done in previous ones. Defensively, be tight, be hard to beat like we were Tuesday, but keep our style of play as well. So it's important we get that right, and then fingers crossed that the result will take care of itself. But it's a big game for us. Obviously, Boreham Wood had a great start as well, second in the league. We've come off the back of a couple of tough games, which on paper a lot of people looked at and said, well, they're probably easy too, but we knew they weren't. So yeah, big game for us in terms of how we respond. Important for us to get back on track now for the next block of 10 games really and start it positively from now.